What's up, YouTube? Figured I'll make this video real quick, just real fast before I go to the gym. Got my dog with me right here, Jade. Jade girl, watch out, girl. Gonna do the video real quick. This YouTube video is, as you can tell by the title, grass is not always gonna be greener on the other side. It's not. But some people will understand that, some people won't. People think that this is go many things, relationships, jobs, careers, just life in general. People always think that the grass will be greener on the other side, when in reality, the grass is not. The grass is greener where you water it. You have to water your own grass before you can look at your neighbor's grass and say, hey, your grass is greener, but it's most likely because you don't water your grass. Your neighbor, there's water in their grass, that's why their grass looks green, and your grass is brown and dead, because you're not watering it. You have to water it. And that goes on to say that, not to say that, oh, when you're in a bad relationship, something like that, I'm not telling you not to go look better, not try to be better, but because in instances like that, it's okay to go. Sometimes you just need to go back. Because if you're in a toxic relationship, there's no need to stay in a toxic relationship. So I'm not telling you not to go look for better if you're in something, if you're in a bad situation. I'm not telling you not to strive for better, but oftentimes it's people just wanting to be like this celebrity star over here. Little girls, they wants to be like Charli D'Amelio. They see her, but they don't see the inside of her life. Or they say this guy wants to be like Kai Cenat, but they don't really see what's going on. Kai Cenat, like Kai Cenat, for example, he goes through a problem of his own. Kai Cenat just took a 10-month break because he said he was depressed. He was overthinking, anxiety. It's still real, people. Even celebrities go through this stuff, so wanting to be like them when you have your own problems is not gonna be good, because you have to realize that their problems could be a lot worse than yours are. You don't ever know what somebody else is going through. I go on to my next point to say that comparison, when you compare yourself, comparison is the thief of joy. You say, oh, I want to be in a relationship like my buddy Sam and Mac. Oh, I want a new job so people will look at me, so I won't be embarrassed about my current job. But in reality, it could be a lot worse for those situations. Just because you think somebody else is doing better than you, when in reality, they're just working on themselves, when you should also be doing the same. Most of the time, when the grass is greener on the other side, it's a facade, it's an illusion. It's sometimes it's greener on that side of the grass because it's fake. So-called, you could say that it's fake. People, like I said, those big social media stars, influencers, going on behind the scenes, you don't ever know what's going on. These people are faking it. These people they're not showing you everything that comes with it. They're only showing you the good parts. They're only showing you the highlights. That's why it's called highlights. They don't show you the bad parts about it. They don't show you the struggles that they go through. Some of them will, but for the most part, they're not. And that's why you want to be like them, because you think they have no problems. You think they're not going through anything. When in reality, they probably going through a lot worse than you are. Think about it. You say, oh my gosh, I want this new job. I want to go so I can go travel the world, move to a new country. I don't want to live here anymore. When in reality, if you're in the US, it could be a lot worse for somebody who lives in Iraq or Syria. You're in constant war with each other, constant bombings, constant death, constant children dying and stuff. When you're thinking about, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know. There's people going through a lot more that you don't even know. Sometimes there's kids going to sleep hungry. Some kids don't got as much education as you have. Some kids don't have it all. That's why comparison can be a thief of joy. You have to self-reflect pretty much. You have to, because Jay, get down, girl. What's wrong, girl? She is out here tweaking, man. Alright, down. Get down, Jay. Get down, girl. Or that. Like I said, you gotta self-reflect on that, on things like that. You have to sit back and see, is this a bad environment that I'm in? Is this something that I need to change? Or is this something that I want? Is that something that I want to change? Just because I see somebody else doing it. You have to self-reflect on stuff like that. You have to know, you have to see that. So before you go out there and jump off into there, you have to really sit back. You have to assess that before you take that leap. You can't just do it blindly just because you see somebody else doing it, or because you see that this person is doing this. And there's an old saying that goes, the most happy people in life is wanting what you already have. Wanting what you already have. Pretty much I break down to you, it means that whatever you have, you just have to practice gratitude. You have to be grateful for what you have. You have to say the relationship that you're in right now. You can't just want to be single, because some people want to be single so they can go mess around and be with other people every weekend and stuff like that. But you have to want what you already have. My freaking dog keeps whining. I don't know, she probably have to use the bathroom. Just 1 second. Yeah, like I was saying, back to it, it was, you can't go, you have to want what you already have. You have to be grateful for what you already have. Pretty much basically saying, like, I can't go out here just wanting to do this or wanting to do something else because I'm not happy where I'm at. The reason why I'm not happy, or why you wouldn't be happy where you're at, because you don't practice gratitude. You're not grateful for what you have. And when you go there, you do go over the greener side of the grass, where you think is greener at, and you really see for yourself, you'll be like, man, you'll start missing it. Like, man, I wish that I still had this woman she would cook for me every day, do my laundry, listen how I feel, explain herself, explain her feelings, let me be myself. And then when you go over to the other side of the grass where you think that it's greener at, this woman on the other hand is selfish, doesn't explain how she feels, probably going out every day partying. She's probably seeing other guys. She's probably doing all these things that you thought, because you thought that the grass was gonna be greener on the other side, when in reality it was all an illusion. You think, oh, dang, this girl's she looks a lot better than my girl. Oh, I'm gonna go be with her. No, this girl's she may be pretty, but the inside of her is real ugly. Her heart's ugly. She doesn't have good intentions. She's not really gonna be there for you whenever you need her the most. She's not. Take example, you can even take a new car, for example. Let's say you have an old beat up Toyota Camry, 2008 Toyota Camry, but it still works. It's still out here. You still getting from work, home to work, back to where you need to go. It's basically getting you from point A to point B. But you see your friend over here, he has a new car. Let's say he has a new Hellcat, new Porsche. But in reality, this is the thing. You bought that car, that old 2008 Camry that you had for yourself. You bought that car by yourself, but their parents had to buy their car for them. That Porsche that they have, his parents bought that for him. Not saying there's anything wrong with anything like that, but you have to be grateful for what you did. You have to look back. It goes back to self-reflection. Well, I actually did something for myself once. and it'll just make you a whole lot better, the current situation that you're in. And once you start practicing gratitude and you start really being grateful for what you have, more blessings on top of that will even just come on top of that. It'll just be a lot more. You'll start to see all the blessings coming your way. It'll make you happier, and once you unlock that happiness, you'll be able to get that new Porsche that you want, get that brand new car. Because say you don't want to stay in the old beat up Toyota Camry, because I understand that you wouldn't want to do that. But once you start being grateful for what you have, once you start self-reflecting, you will get to where you want to be at in life. And that's just why I say that the grass is not always green on the side. Anyways, though, that's it for the video. That's gonna be it. Wrap it up. About to hit the gym. Peace out.